Alright, here's today's attempt to crackle. These are my test panels. All look killer. I've started messing around with fluorescence as a base coat. And so here we've got, I've been using a brand I've never used on anything before called Kobra. These are the Kobra DIY Fluo colors. The yellow with a blue crackle. It's a retest of the same colors. Fluo green with black crackle. And fluo yellow with black crackle. This is what we're going for today. We're going for fluo yellow with black crackle, and I want it to look awesome like all this, so let's get to it. Alright, we're about to start this. I'm going to try a little bit different technique today. A little more patience, a little heavier on the finger. 3 coats of this fluorescent yellow, hitting it with 2 coats of clear enamel, and then we're going full on black crackle. See how this turns out. Dripping really good. All right, so still tinkering with my process on a full guitar. On a little test panels, I think I've pretty much got that down pat. The guitars are a little more difficult, just you've got so much more surface area to cover. Take into account your drying time. It takes me between about two to 2.5 minutes to spray the full guitar. So I'm incorporating that into drying time and all that kind of stuff, which I don't have to do on the little 5x7 panels. But this one came out so much better. I still have a little bit of like horizontal lines going on here, but I'm not upset with it. I think what I need to do next time, I went a lot heavier on each side. I was really getting a lot of pooling of the crackle, and I think next time what I need to do is, after I do a full pass, I need to come back and do the opposite direction to sort of counteract some of these lines, because I was going this way across the guitar, and I think that's where a lot of these straight lines are coming from. It's just where my crossover, you know, my fan patterns were crossing over. So all in all though, this is my best attempt, I think, on a guitar so far. I've found with anything with the crackle, what seems to help me a lot with some of these textured patterns here is putting a coat of clear on top as your last coat. And for whatever reason, that seems to give you a mixture of heavier cracks along with thinner cracks, which looks really cool. And all in all, dude, it looks great. I mean, let's be honest, rarely anybody's going to see the backside, but again, you can see my pattern. I was sweeping side to side on this one, so I would need to do the same thing here on both sides. Just do maybe one direction, switch, and then do the 90-degree direction as well. But all in all, I'm very, very pleased with this. It's hard to see on the camera, but the colors are so vibrant. I mean, that looks awesome. And I'll go grab the headstock too. So you can see the headstock with the guitar. This is an LTD MH-103QM or something like that. It was a quilted maple top. I wasn't super fond of the color. Regular, I guess for an ESP, it's a reverse headstock, but you know, it's for a regular guitar, it's a regular style headstock. But look at that, that looks really cool too. And of course, the ESP logo is going to go, or the LTD logo is going to go right about where that kind of larger black section is, so I'm not too worried about that. But pattern wise, they match up really well. I think it's going to look killer once I clear it, and I'm not even gonna consider trying this guy again because it looks awesome. I will be doing I've got a Schecter that I bought super cheap for like 80 bucks off of a marketplace that plays great. It feels so good. It's a lower end Schecter, but it's a nice guitar. I'm going to do that one, I believe, probably with a green neon bass and then black Crackle on top of that. And then you saw the couple of palettes at the beginning of the video. I've also tested a neon yellow with a blue Crackle, and that looks really awesome too. Now the really cool thing about this, for anybody that maybe actually plays live, you've got fluorescent paint on a guitar. If you've got I think it does the same on black lights, but definitely UV lights on a dark stage with some UV lights shown on your guitar, all this Crackle comes out and it looks amazing. I've done it in a room, not in an actual stage, but just turn the lights off in a room, put a UV light on my palettes. Man, it looks so cool. So, you know, if anybody wants to stand out in a crowd, that might be a cool way to, you know, get a little recognition on top of having an awesome Crackle guitar. So here we go. I'm very happy with today, how it turned out. I've been starting to kind of doubt my Crackle skills. I knew I still had some things I needed to learn, and I'm getting there now. Just trial and error, unfortunately. And I've got to sand down my first LTD that I keep screwing up on. And I'm going to do that one as a fluorescent pink instead of this other pink that keeps giving me problems no matter how many cans I try. So we're going to do that with a fluorescent pink and the blue Crackle, and I think that's going to look killer. I'll test that first, obviously. But that's about it. Now the sucker's got to dry. Alright, figured I'd show you the results under a UV light. Looks a little too bright on the video, but in person, dude, that yellow just stands out like crazy.